That's the moon up there. God bless all you guys. The one-handed prayer. Be thankful for whatever you have in your life. It's a blessing to wake up today. We should be full of joy, full of happiness. And it's October 10th, 2025. May you all be blessed. We are blessed to even be alive. Just to be alive. And one of the key topics today is not to deal with anybody's bullshit. Whether it's at school, at a job, or anywhere in your life. It's their bullshit. You don't have to deal with no one's BS. That's running in their mind. They're trying to control you. They're trying to tell you what to do. But what someone else is doing and trying to control you through their mind has nothing to do with you. You don't need to react, especially in anger. Hello, Carol. My long nails, I don't know how you even see that. But that's just what your definition of long. They're not long. That's not what I think about them. So it doesn't pertain to me. No, I did not vote for Trump. No, I didn't. And hello to the UK. Have you heard of the Orthodox Church? I don't know anything really about it. So don't put up with anyone's bullshit. You're meant to take action. So stand up for yourself. There's times where you can sit back, but most people need to stand up for themselves. They need to have some grit. If people are saying stuff to you in school, such as bullying you, or the teacher is shaming you, you stand up for yourself. I don't care if it's the teacher. I don't care if it's the goddamn principal. If it's the students, your classmates, You stand up for yourself. If you're at a job and someone is giving you shit, you scream at them. You tell them, and you keep telling them. I'm not with sitting back. Certain circumstances, yes. But most people, they need to stand up for themselves. Okay? I don't care if you have to leave your job. You got to understand the BS that goes on in your life, the stuff you don't like, whether it's at your job or school, it's for you to get away from it. It's for you to do something about it. No one's going to do nothing about it for you. So if someone's treating you how you don't like, get away from that person. If you don't like your job, the reason you don't like it has nothing really to do with why you don't like it. It's that there's a better option out there for you. Simply, if you don't like what you're doing, there's something else you'd rather be doing. And you need to go towards that and focus all your energy towards that. Revenge is in the hands of God. You're sick. You're just projecting stuff that's going on in your own insane asylum. Nathan Ryan, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell anyone what to do. No one controls you, and you don't control nobody. That's called stupidity. Live in a van down by the river. Well, it sounds like you're crying, and you can cry all you want. You better cry to the Lord. And you're just saying stuff in your head because you're negative. And then you're calling me names. We can tell your situation right through the screen. Most importantly, I don't care. God doesn't care either. God only wants your love. He doesn't care about anything else. Reality, the reality you're living, it doesn't care about all your negativity either. Thank you, Mickey. If you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil. That's not true at all. That's literally just something you're saying. Something you're making up. Because they're negative, Boop. They're negative because they're living a negative life. And then they're just expressing their negativity. because they think the world's making them negative, which it's their own mind making them negative. There's nothing outside your own mind. And Jesper, we all basically suffer, so we create the life we want, so we do the things we prefer. So you have to go into the negativity. Most people, you have to live a life of dread for you to get to the positivity, to find God, to find love. God will never let you into heaven. You will never feel him through negativity, through casting out negativity. Negativity isn't outside of you. You cast it from your own mind. Yeah. More importantly, the main message, you are consciousness. Your thought is happening in your conscious. That means you can take control of it. You can change it to your liking. Or you can just drop the thought altogether. The space, you are just space. It's the best feeling in the world. And it's what we refer to as God. But when you have a thought, the thought is happening in your space. Before the thought, though, and after the thought, there is just space. It's called the feeling of life. You are not merely your thought, and I can prove it to you. You've already proved it to yourself many of times. Because you can create any thought at any time. You can say you hate me right now, or hate something. That's just resistance. Now you can say you love me, or you love something. You can say you love the world. You can say you like rabbits. Now you won't be able to say you love me if you don't let it. You won't be able to say you love something because you're forcing hate. But you can create any thought at any time. So your thought, the negative ones, are useless, and you're in control. There's no one controlling you. There's no one outside controlling you. That's just a thought. Thank you for the donation. I guess he has some music he's trying to share. And I will check it out. Thanks for that. I actually am outside. And I hope your music does well. It is blessed. All you guys are blessed. What's the hand on the forehead thing? Well, if you don't know, one of my hands are holding the phone. So this is a prayer. Putting two hands together. But since I don't have my other hand, I'm using one hand. Hello, Sarah. I could be one of those brothers off of Duck Dynasty. I don't know what Del Taco is. Nathan, you're just coming in here and hating and spread your negativity. I can tell you feel negative. You have no right to judge me. I don't care if you do judge me, but that's in God's hand. He controls all of this. He's the only one to judge you. And you judge yourself. When you get lost in your own judgments, you're not seeing something for how it really is. You start judging something, then you create an illusion, because then you're just living in your head. You can create any illusion that you like, any thought. But once you resist something, so you go against it, then your whole life force becomes restricted. You'll never feel God. You'll never feel all of this reality, and most importantly, when you restrict your life force, such as shaming other people, making fun of them, casting out negativity, you become negative yourself. Hence, you feel like shit. Or it sucks to feel that. No one wants to feel bad. But in doing so, when you feel bad, you make other people feel bad. And when you do feel bad or negative, the whole point of it is to get out of it, to feel positive, to change your thought to a good perspective, to do something with your life. See, when you get caught up in negativity, you get caught up in seeing it from one lens, one perspective, and then you get lost in it, and then you feel negative. Dissolve your ego, and then it's love and grace left. You sold everything and moved down to Bazzelli. I don't know where that's at. I don't want to shave my head at all. Your God is better than my God is better than yours. That's what you think. He cloaks it with Buddhism. Not at all. I respect Buddhism. I love everybody. I love their perspectives. And I like to see their viewpoints. Yeah, but most Buddhism, they're just living in solitude. And first of all, I've never even met a Buddhist personally in real life. And any Buddhists that I have seen, they're never happy. I don't care if they're enlightened or not. If you're not happy, then I'm not really interested. How many genders are there? There is no gender. Everything came from God. And God splits us into two. But we are still one. You don't need sex to live. And you have both forces inside of you. Without the feminine side, you would not be able to create. And you really wouldn't be able to love. Yeah. So there's only the male and female. But beyond that, it's really just one. Yeah. The masculinity has taken over the world, which is the whole story of creation. And women in the feminine side, they have been controlled and, disrespected. And that's a shame. Taken advantage of. And it's why the world is unbalanced. Because over masculinity. It is balancing out there as we speak. This is why women are becoming more aggressive. You can't blame them, though. Or becoming more like a man. And why a man is getting more dull, trying to become a woman. Crack first thing in the morning. That's what you think. That's just your set program in your mind. And that's just your devious thoughts inside your head. That's the devil talking to you. Thank you, the unreal life. You're acting like you know me, David Downs. And if I was homeless, you wouldn't even help me. You wouldn't do anything about it. You're just casting out some random thought. Obviously not, Boop. I've never seen anyone even do that. I've never even been around it. I'm blessed. I'm really blessed by God. I never had to deal with any of that in my life. But other people, it's in their head. So they've had to have seen it and had to deal with it. But I'm so glad that wasn't in my life. That's such a blessing. I never even thought about any of that. It's never even crossed my mind. You would never believe, because most people don't believe, even when you tell them something true or honest. Hold on. I'm going to get this on tape. I lost it. Most of the stuff, a lot of stuff has never even crossed my mind. I simply don't even need to think. You guys think that you're smarter than people, and most people think they know more than people. But there's something way beyond the thinking mind. It's aligning yourself with God, and it's feeling your reality. The whole point we are here and why you exist is to leave this monkey mind, this criminal, and to feel the life that's keeping you alive. It's the whole point of this live stream, beyond what anybody says. There's this whole life that's streaming. You can tap into everything. And it's when you give up your thinking, you surrender, but your mind, it resists. It thinks it knows it's all. It thinks it's so much better than everybody else. It will make fun of people. It will do anything to keep it alive because it doesn't want to die. But this very thought that you're having, you think it's you. You've become it. It rules your reality. This is the whole game and the whole circus of why we're here. You think it has to do externally. This is all a hologram for all I care. Because your whole basis and everything you describe is just from inside your head. There is no tree. There is no me. There is no you. Those are just things you're creating in your head. There's nothing outside of you. Because it's all your input in your head. Simply, if you were to drop your thinking and see reality for what it really is, no one's smoking anything. No one's really doing anything. You're just naming it activities, and you're naming it words that society has given you so you can name those words. No one's really doing anything. You just won't let them be. You just let everything be. You automatically align with God. You automatically become peaceful. What's up, boss? Nice rod. The whole goal of life is to become peaceful, not care what anybody does, because they're going to do it anyway. Has nothing to do with you. Real freedom, everybody wants freedom. You want freedom of your thoughts. This is what chains you to this hell. Why you don't like your life. Simply because you don't do anything about it. But it's to be free. Free of your thoughts. It's the whole reason you're here. When you give up all your thoughts, all your beliefs, any strategies, thinking you're better, competition, God automatically fills your life, your cup. Then you feel the life that you are, not thinking about it, of course. You actually just become lost in the feeling. You become the feel itself, which is pure happiness, pure bliss. It's eternal. This is what you want. It's the best feeling in the world. And this is who you are. That's how I know this. Through my life and life experiences. The reason why you don't know this or wouldn't, because you've had your life experiences, but you haven't seen through them. You haven't learned from them. Okay, but you're really being mean, Tammy. How warm it is. It's not warm at all. Maybe to you it is. Yeah. Science is just to throw you off from the truth. Science can't measure something that's metaphysical. How would you measure emotions? Emotions are non-physical. Every idea has no physicality. A bench is not really a bench. That's just what society agrees on it. And most people just do what everybody else does so they fit in. But what everybody else does, you're just agreeing to. It's all just agreements, but it doesn't make it real. The only thing that's ever true that we all want, we want to feel something. We want to feel our life. And to Tammy, I've already explained this 3 times now, within 30 minutes. I put my hand up for a one-handed prayer to bless everybody in all of the world. The world is more than your thoughts. You only think about me, 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 me. You may think about your friends, your close friends, or your family. That's BS. Because this is all life. You don't think about the animals. You don't think about the sun. The sun gives life to everything. You don't think about a homeless guy or the sick people in a hospital. No, no, no. It's just me, me, me in your head and whatever you value. But that's your value you put to whatever. You don't think about the water you're drinking in all of the world. It's all one life, sustaining and feeding off one another. More importantly, all of this life that you see, that you've witnessed, your mind is the barrier. Your mind doesn't feel. We are the feel of all of this. There's one underlying feel. You can't get to it by thinking. Even if I put it on a page, even if science confirms it, it's what they're trying to confirm anyway. But science can't confirm a feel. Such as a lot of people want sex. Sex is really pointless because you already feel life inside of you. It's where you're trying to get to, obviously. Simply, the thought about sex, which most people have, has nothing to do with the actual feeling of it. More importantly, beyond sex. You want to feel it. You want to actually be caught up in the moment. You're always caught up in the moment. You're just not paying attention. This is what God is. He's forever caught up in the moment. He don't care about your negativity at all. The devil does, quote unquote. God doesn't care about your BS and your shenanigans. He only wants you to pay attention, to be full of joy, full of love, and then you will meet him. God is the feel of life. And we all want to feel this, but we get lost in the intrinsic mind, trying to feel it, but just overanalyzing it. Science, the science that we know, is just an overanalyst. It could also lie to you, such as, oh, science said if you eat a salad every day for 2 weeks, you're going to feel like God. All your pimples will be removed. All your problems will go away. So you go and eat a salad every day for 2 weeks, but something happens. You feel like shit. You feel horrible. So who's right? The paper that told you this, or your own experience that you feel? Science is trying to get to this. It will never get to this because it's what you feel. The only thing that matters is how you feel, not how you think. Because you can create any thought you want. I can say I hate football. I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. You all heard me say that. Okay, now I'm going to switch it. I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love football. I just changed it. What's beyond that, though, is how I feel about it. Me hating it creates negativity. How's it going? God bless you. When you hate anything, you block it and you create resistance. When you love something, then you feel loving. You feel happy. So any thought that you have, you can change at any minute. I did tell them, nice rod. You must have missed the fisherman. I told him that he has a nice fishing pole. What is hate? Hate is a thought structure where you're not allowing life. You hate something because you hate it. You're not allowing it to be. You hate the squirrel because it's eating nuts. You hate a human being because he's going nuts. Because he's living his life. Society doesn't let you live life. Hate is a constriction. So it's a limited, you limit your thoughts to just one thought. And it makes your whole body constricted. Anybody that hates, then you restrict your life force. meaning you're killing yourself slowly or fastly. Hate is just a limited viewpoint when you can have, wow, you can have the best viewpoint in the world, as I simply proved it. And I can do it right now. But you are every thought. You can have a trillion thoughts, but you stick to one that you hate. Therefore, you creating the hate will give a feedback to how you feel. You also hate all of reality. Your thoughts, they're not just in your head. You give off that energy. Hate becomes around you. You attract hate. Then you have negative things that happen to you. Well, things you don't like and things that you hate more. So you basically create more hate. For example, this is proven in science with the aura. This is what an aura really is. It doesn't matter if you know about an aura, you can feel it. That's the only thing that's real, is what you feel. I'm living my best life right now. I said it, and it's the best thought to have. Therefore, it is in fruition. Everyone in the world could say I'm not living my best life, but I just said I'm living my best life. Anybody who's smart or thinks they know it all, usually people who aren't happy think they know it all. And people that are really smart, they live the most miserable lives. But if you are smart, you would create the best opportunities in your head. You would think the best, not logically, as in I'm smarter than you, I know something more than you. You would just think that you're living the best life. You would create the best scenarios. And you would do anything to reach the peak of happiness. Beyond your thought concepts, you are the peak of happiness. Living life itself that you are is the peak of happiness. It's all life. None of this has to do with any ideas and any thoughts. This is the life of God. We're all just in it. And happiness is everywhere. No, I don't do it. Now, does the guy that does the rap singing videos, does he do it because he truly wants to do it? Or is he doing it because he did it one time? Maybe he did want to do it. It blew up. Oh, now I got to follow my own trend. But do you actually like doing it? Is it what you love to do? When you do something for money, you'll never do what you love to do. Now, on the contrary, if you go after what you love, which is the feel, it's not an idea. The idea of something is not the actual feel of it. Love, what makes it real, is something you feel. And it's your destiny It's always pulling you. It's pulling you right now. On the contrary, if you do something you love, then you will get money if you need money. Because God is love. So you'll get whatever you need by Him. By Him alone. He'll give you money, shelter, fame. He'll give you whatever. Because God's the only one who really has you. He's already sheltering you. He's the one encasing your life right now. Soon you will break out of the shell. And you will be once again with God. We've been there before. Because that's where we came from. Hello, Steve. Yeah. Hello, April. Hello, everybody in here. We all share the same life. We all want the same thing. Even evil, even when you're negative. The whole point of negativity, or being negative, is for you to experience the limited, but to go towards positivity. Why is negative bad? Because it makes you feel like, shh, you don't want to feel it. Hello, Ghost Samurai. God didn't give you that at first because maybe you weren't ready. Or you could have went and did that. Or you had to go do those things that you said so you could go get where you needed to be. Everything in life is working for you. There's nothing against you. There's no resistance. There's no government. There's no people out to get you. These are just thoughts in your head. Doesn't mean you have to deal with these people. Someone only exists. It doesn't matter who it is, by the way you describe them. Tell me about your best friend or anybody in your family without describing them. It's impossible. You're just describing them with ideas. You're just saying they are an idea. If I was to see your best friend right here, I would just see him. Just as I see everything else. Most people, they lack concentration, so they can't see reality for what it really is. I'm not sure what you mean, Minnie Donson. Love from Russia. Yes, I've had someone come up to me and talk about the rapping guy. And funny enough, I did see him on TikTok like yesterday, so. And I guess he does look like me. Hello, Renee. Everything's a word salad. And it's not really a word salad because I've really been breaking down stuff. Yeah. The only thing that's behind your words, it doesn't matter the words, is the feeling behind it. Hate only means something when you put your whole hate into it, the whole feeling. Simply love means nothing if you don't say it from the heart. Most people don't love from the heart. You'll never feel God. It's just from the mind. To me, Nelly or Chanili, 99% of people in the world, that's all they do is word salads. So I'm sorry that you feel that way or think. But if you were to feel me, it takes a perception and you have to actually feel it, then you would know. It would be more. Yeah, free will is incompatible. You only think you have free will. How can I have free will if my intuition is telling me to go to eat ice cream? It wasn't my choice. I can either go eat the ice cream. That's the only choice. There's no free will. The only free will would be to face the consequences, which would be go against God. You only think you have free will. So, because it's always calling you what you need to do next. It's what feels right. You didn't choose what feels right. It's just calling you. You either follow it or you face the consequences. Okay? So it's your intuition, to be very clear. Most people don't listen to their intuition. It is your guidance system. So it's always on. Most people only listen to their intuition when they're at like a party and something bad's about to happen. They feel, oh no, I shouldn't do this. That's the only time they listen. But it proves it. Or when something scary is about to happen. That's when your intuition is on. But it's always on. You're just not tapped into it. It's literally always telling you what you need to do. So, is there free will? Not really. Hello, Bianca. God is my doctor. I am a doctor. There you go for the stoner laugh. You are that. I'm the happiest person in the world. And I've always been this way, Chanili. Now I'm just aware of why I'm happy. Skits, I don't know if you're trying to say I'm in a battle. There is no battle. Who is battling? And who am I battling? The mustache is pulling away. That's funny. I love a good joke. I love jokes. But when people try to like make fun of you because they feel like poop, it could still be funny, but they're coming out of a place of negativity. Yeah. The highlight of ever being with my friends, same with you, is because there's really nothing going on. So people resort to negativity sometimes. But when you're with your friends, you just make fun of each other. He has a huge forehead. He looks like an anaconda. That's like the epitome of a friendship. But when you do it as negative, oh, you have a big forehead. I can't really do it, but because I don't have hate in my heart. I can't be angry at someone. It's not possible. You'll never see me angry. You'll never see me hate someone. Thank you, Bianca. God pays you, Mick Doob, by your life. If you have gratitude for the life you're living, logically, and for everything going on, if you just become thankful, you'll feel very immense. It's a feel. And again, if you don't feel your life, that's the only way to know it. It's, again, who we really are, is the feel of our life. Life itself, what is life? There's a fundamental feel. It's not a concept. And feeling life, it's so immense. You feel everything because we're all connected through the feel of life. I know there's not anyone behind me as a human being because I can feel their presence behind me. I don't need an idea if someone's behind me. I don't need to look behind me. But God does pay you if you follow what is right, as we just talked about. And God does love you because He's sustaining your life right now. Excuse me. Thank you, Burner. God is good all the time. Nate Paints. Exactly. Everything that's happening is good. And He will call for you to take action on anything that needs taken action for. Okay? We do stuff out of love and kindness. Simple. Everything happening, if you label it bad, well then your world becomes bad. None of this that's going on is bad, but your idea can label it as bad. A lot of people think when you die, that is bad. No, it's good. You're outside of your shell. You can now feel more of everything. You'll feel God's love. It's where we want to go anyway. The only reason that why people call death bad, because if you don't find God now, then you'll have to try again. The reason why someone would live long, the whole point of living long, is so you find God now, you immerse yourself with Him, and then you're free. If you find Him now, you find the life that you are, there is no death. Death is a concept. So that's the real reason of death being bad, because then you'll know that there is no afterlife. You're going to be with God right now. That's what the afterlife is trying to promise you anyway. Not even gonna let you waste my time? That sounds like your ego arguing with me. Sin is the moon. Yeah. Sin is being controlled by your emotions. That's one aspect to it. Bro, I'm wasting your time. Time doesn't exist. And that's what you think. Time itself is eternal. And you don't have to be here, so. Death can be brutal. Your body numbs itself right before it dies, and God fills it with love. And you can go, and on YouTube specifically, and look at all the people that died and came back. Unless one went to hell. Trying to read some of these. Everything comes from good. Everything sustains off of life. Life is good itself. If you can feel life, which we're all living, it feels amazing. It absolutely. And everything is a part of the life you are. And everything comes from God. Even the devil, he has life inside of him. Else he wouldn't exist. Because I live in the middle of nowhere? I mean, everywhere we live is the middle of nowhere. I mean, but if you think you live somewhere, then you think that. You definitely wouldn't know. Again, that's what you think, but you feel it. You intrinsically know when someone's behind you because you feel it. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, David. Jeremy, when I'm way to chimney. All right. Well, most of the comments are repetitive. Yeah, it takes a near-death experience. Yeah, the reason why they talk about surrender is because you have to give up everything you known, everything you cling on to. I've had to give it all up. And there God was. Again, he's always there. And he always was. You just have to pay attention. When you're young, you're just not aware. You may feel happy, but most people don't know what God is when they're a child. They don't know what love is. Again, love is just a word. Yeah. That is true, though, Renee. Yeah. My mustache is mad at my face. If you have a health issue and you're an addict feeling sick all the time, well, that's just your perception. The universe is our ceiling. God bless all you guys. Is the sound still chopping up, Candy? Yeah, AJ Pike had a near-death experience. We already are love. We're not trying to get anywhere. You could travel and go and do this. Travel across the whole world. You're still going to be inside your vessel. And you'll find, if you pay attention, everything is coming from within inside of you. This is the only place to get to. What you are love. It's simply who you are. You radiate it. But when you're stuck in the head, it blocks your love. Only you can block your love. Your resistance. Your hate. We are simply already here. I don't have to try to love people. That's fragments of the ego. When you feel your life in the entirety, and when you're connected with God, it just pours out of you. Because it's everywhere. Yeah. No one is better than you. Because we're all love. No one is, I'm not better than you. I'm not smarter than you. No one has to listen to me. Most importantly, no one has to listen to you. God is always listening. And I will never force anyone to do anything. Someone said peace, but I missed it. We are not all one. Christ is king. It's outside of your experience. And you just haven't felt it yet. But you can feel it because it's who you really are. Thank you, Samuel. Deaf metal deaf metal riff kicks in. We are all one. Yeah. Cursing you? I'm not cursing anyone. Sound like a cultist? What is an occultist, though? Trevor Phillips will run for his money? I never said I know so much and that I'm so smart. Have I said I know so much? And when have I ever said I'm so smart? I definitely didn't say that today. I'm just telling you what I feel. And I want you to feel your happiest. I want you to be your happiest. And feel the love of the Creator. How is this blasphemy? It's not blasphemy. You must have some good-ish. Not at all. Do you find it hard to try and get a job? Not at all. Life itself is a job, you can say. And it's pretty effortlessly. Yeah. Well, sure, bud. You've been coming with negativity the whole time, so. But everyone's free to have their viewpoint. Yeah, Yvette Getzlam. Keep talking about things you know nothing about. I do know about it, though. That's the whole point of me talking about it. Simply, you will find out for yourself, and you don't have to believe me. Simple as that. And these are things I feel. And they're true because, again, they've already happened to you in some way or another, or they can happen to you. The devil is only real. Okay, if you think about eating a hot dog right now, think about eating a hot dog. You're not thinking about the devil. There's all the times you're not thinking about the devil when he doesn't exist. He only exists when you think about him. Else, how does he exist? You're going to resort to thinking about him again, which gives him power and thus himself. Or it's just a negative energy. Not really him, quote unquote. And we talked about this more in depth yesterday. There's plenty of times where your mind is thinking about something other than the devil. So he doesn't exist if you're not thinking about him. It's only what you pay your attention to is that when it's really alive in your head. If you're playing a video game, or if you're making love to somebody, you're not thinking about the devil. It's only when you think about it. Yeah. I don't think about the devil. Why would I? There's no reason to. And I've never thought about the devil. Doesn't come across my mind. He doesn't evade in my life. Therefore, does he exist? Because it's just not in, it just doesn't come to me. I'm not saying that your beliefs are wrong. And I'm not saying he isn't real, quote unquote. But it's not in my life. Yeah. And again, we must act out of love. Forgive those who do not know. Because even the devil or someone who's negative, they never felt love. They're negative because they don't feel their very life. They don't feel love. So of course, they're going to be negative. Doesn't mean we should punish them. You know, an eye for an eye turns the whole world blind. If we act out of anger, we go against the teaching of Jesus. We go against life. We create more anger. The goal is not to be angry. It's to reside in love. Then all that darkness doesn't really come in your life. And even if it does, if you come face to face with the devil, if you're feeling love, then that's all that matters. What the devil is anyway, it's not really a person. It's the feeling of fear. Devil is fear. That's what he's trying to create inside of you. And God bless all you guys. I know you're not cursing me. That would... How did you get those crazy emojis, Christian? Thank you. I'm delusional. Yeah. People have said stuff to me all my life, but I can't control how someone thinks. Yeah. Thank you, Alexander Free. Yeah. You're welcome to the party that never ends. Yesterday I was thinking, oh, what makes a party? It's when people, what a party is, when people get together and they discuss ideas and uplift each other for the greater of humanity. Yeah. That's what a party is, also having fun. But it's not drugs and alcohol and sex. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think about God. Does he exist? Well, you're living right now, right? Everything is living. And you have a life. So you have an aliveness, and you can feel this. It's the greatest feeling in the world. It's why you do any activity, so you can shut off the monkey mind. And you put yourself in the activity to where you actually feel the life. You actually become it. And this is what they refer to as God, because this is the feeling of life. So you don't have to believe in God, because I understand. I see from all angles. But you are living. Intrinsically, there's something keeping you alive. You can become what's keeping you alive. This is what they refer to as the feeling of God. You merge with him. This is what Jesus did. This is what Buddha did. But Buddha had his own teachings and his own lessons. Regardless, we're all trying to get here because it's the best feeling in the world. Not to think about your life, because then you're just thinking. There's no intrinsic feel behind it. It's when you actually become your life. You feel the life thriving in you. And then you become, you know it all, basically. It's not an intellectually knowing, though. It's God will give you the answer when you need it and tell you where to go through the feel. But more importantly, It's when you do feel this, it's like an overwhelming happiness. You want to share it with everybody. You feel super peaceful. You feel overwhelmed with love. And no matter what teaching or what you're trying to do in your life, where you go, it's to feel this. It is life itself. We've got so caught up in the structure of societies and our mental constructure, but you know we're something above that. It only sounds dumb, or it can sound dumb to your mind, and that's what you think. You can't deny what I feel. You can try, but I feel this. Hello, breadwinner. I'm misinformed. Yeah. Good morning, breadwinner. Hello, sick dog. Hey again, Renee. Yeah. There's no evidence of anything. That would just be intellectually agreeing with other people. The only real evidence of anything is what you feel, the life you are. Everything else is just an idea. And this hurts your idea, but I'm not trying to hurt it, nor do I care, as in, that's not my intention. Your idea, it feels hurt or it feels disturbed because it's just an idea. Hey, boss. The weather switched up.
Oh, hey, a little bit.
Yeah. A lot of people, when their idea, it's just an idea though. Okay? The Bible itself, as we talk about almost every day, is a guide to life. It's supposed to guide you to life, to Jesus. The teachings are to look within, to become aware of your body and how things make it feel. People aren't aware how the body feels when they smoke. They're not aware of what's happening to the body. People aren't aware of what happens to the body completely at all. Let's be honest. When you have awareness of what's going on, then you know how certain things affect you. Yeah. That's why the kingdom of God is inside of you. And there are many other verses in the Bible. They're redirecting you for righteousness, to feel right is right. Do you believe women should have rights? I believe all women should have rights. And men should stop manipulating women. Bear witness. We are the witness. You are the conscious in your head before the thought comes in. You are the space before the thought comes in and where the thought is. I mean, woman, we talked about this a little earlier, King Dior. It goes both ways, of course. But I'm saying that is true. That is true. But just the feminine aspect, not the gender, over masculinity has toppled all the feminine aspects. Yeah. What a two-eat mirror. God bless all you guys. Uh, no, women have been belittled. They, at one point couldn't have a job, couldn't make money. Some cultures completely exile them, completely control them. Okay? And it's also the feminine aspect inside of us. So the masculinity has taken over that. That's why women now are revolting. Women's rights should have never been a thing, as in it should have never gotten there. Women always have rights, and we are equal. Women in the Buddhist culture, the yoga culture, and I'm pretty sure even in Christianity, even in some other religions, women weren't allowed to, they weren't allowed to participate. Women weren't allowed to become a priest sometimes. And I don't care who says what, that's neglecting the woman. There's never been a woman president. In our history, they always block out women inventors, especially presidents. Just anything. Going to war. It's always generals that are men. Women were the first to preach the resurrection. You defend your woman's right. Well, that's good. Yeah. Women drag you down. Well, that's your perspective. Yeah. Women are naturally loving. Because they are Mother Nature. It's hard for a man to love because of his nature. Woman, because they have a womb and they have babies, usually that's what makes them loving. They have this intrinsic love built into them. Woman, a lot of times in history, you just may have not heard, they actually guide the tribes, civilizations. They don't want you to know this or think this. Especially Native American cultures. It's the woman who runs it. You can see it in the animal kingdom too. In some of them, specifically lions, the females of the lions, you would think the lion, the male lion, because it's the biggest and strongest, you would think that it's the hunter. Actually, the lioness are the ones that go on hunts. They're the ones that want to breed. They're the ones that offer the sex to the male. Okay? I do believe in Jesus. He was a real person. And most importantly, I feel him. We can all feel him. He's still alive today. Thanks for that. That was beautiful, Dylan. Yeah, we don't give birth to a human body, Samuel. There's the feminine aspect, not the gender, but the feminine aspect has been covered up and it's been ostracized from society. Feminine is it's when you're creative. It's emotions. Okay? There's a reason why they call it Mother Nature. The entity of the earth, sometimes called Mother Gaia, it is actually feminine. Mother Nature is nurturing. Okay? But we all have the feminine side inside of us. It's when you balance the two, night and day, yin and yang, it's when your life becomes balanced. Okay? Women's women are an integral part of our lives. If women ran the world, it'd be a much different place. There probably wouldn't be wars, first of all. Yeah. It's easy for a woman to love because it's just our fundamental nature. As a man, he has to get past security, his aggressiveness, and protectiveness. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I love God, Jesus Christ. Twisted Soul. It's the best advice in the world. And it's also, I have the best health advice too. Yeah. You'd spend your whole life searching for some of the things I know. Yeah. I would need. Well, you can just watch all of my stuff for free. I mean, most of the stuff is for free. But all the time you would spend gathering, even if it wasn't from me. First of all, I have nothing to get off of you. I want the best for you. Okay? I want you to live your best life and feel love and complete happiness. That's all I'm here for. And most importantly, well, you don't have to do it. But you can see me, if anyone wants to see me as something, but I'm really nothing. Nobody. But see me as your best friend or your brother. You could bring 100 women to me right now, and I don't care to have sex with any of them. I'm not looking for sex, nor have I had sex. Simply, I don't want anything other than your happiness. So I'm not trying to get anything explicit from women, especially. And I'm not trying to get your money. But more in particular, the one-on-one, that's like something individual. And it's more so the one-on-one. Yeah. Why I giggle? Because I have to contain my happiness. I've been happy all of my life. And if I was to just sit here and laugh, we wouldn't be talking about anything. Life is funny. And you can have fun while you do anything. So all of my life, like I said, I felt happy. And once you become aware of it, it just flows out of you. Because life is happiness, which is funny at the same time. So it just naturally, the giggles come out. Okay? I'm not laughing at anything in particular. It's like you're overwhelmed with love, overwhelmed with happiness. You know? And a lot of people just aren't happy. What's up, boss? You're the second fisherman today. Yes. There's been some guy, because I'm usually doing a video, but it seems like the last couple of days I've seen the same guy down there. Yeah. Good luck, though. It's just an expression of happiness. It's not. Because, like, if I was to completely, like, start laughing, laughter can actually kill you. If you're overexcited about something, it can actually kill you. So it does have to be contained, unfortunately. If that makes sense. Yeah. Usually we have to go through hell, through our sins. That's what makes us, find Yahshua or God. That's what wakes us up. Hey, boss. Yeah. When someone hates you or criticizes you, you don't need to react in anger, because then you're just creating anger. So the best thing to do is laugh at it. Laugh at everything. You could still take stuff seriously or do important things. I've always been like this, though. It's kind of turned down in a notch. That's why it's expressed in little giggles. Because it just has to come out some way. Yeah. I want everybody to be happy. Life is funny. It's when you see it that way, then you become joyful. Things don't affect you. Everyone loves to laugh. So why aren't you laughing? Because other people are so goddamn serious. Which is funny. Hello, Falcon. Nice to see your beautiful face. I had a demon casted out of me. Well, God bless you, Christ is King. You are that. Back for some more of that. Christian Bridges. One of the highest expressions of God is laughter. Not like criticizing somebody and making fun of someone through ill intent. Yeah, God wants you to be happy. quote unquote, you can repent your sins and still be happy. Yeah. We are happiness. Let's see this. Got the out there. Sorry, my screen is messed up. That's the moon. The moon's out in the daytime today. Hello, AJ Pike. Yeah, feng shui. Funny enough, because everything is synchronized, I have a video coming out about that. God is humorous, yeah. God is basically playing a game of hide and seek. He's hiding everywhere, and he wants you to look for him. God said the woman is not the leader. As in, Jesus is. What does that mean, though, Carol? I've never stubbed my toe and it killed me. Yeah. I don't know what that means, though, Carol. That's very vague. Yeah, we can get the other son. Issa, yeah. Isa. Yeah, hello, Steve. I think my phone. Hello, JM. It's nice. I think my phone might be cracked, so. Jesus is God. Hello, Samuel. How are you? I'm from the East Coast of the United States. Where are you from, Samuel? Is laughing at my man button bad? I mean, no. I don't know if it's funny to you. I personally like having like two. I don't call them a bun. Buns are something I put food on. Or another name for people's butt cheeks. Yeah. I don't like the word bun for hair. But I prefer two of them. Yeah. But my hair is kind of like it's it favors one side. One side has more hair. Yeah, laughing too much can lose your breath, cause a brain aneurysm. Yeah. You have you ever laughed so much that you couldn't breathe? Yeah. You can't control it? Hello from Kentucky. I'm glad it amuses you. Like, people see me. I don't ever really see myself. Like, seriously, I don't even look at myself. Oh. There may be a couple mirrors, and obviously if I'm doing an online video, but I'm not here to, like, idolize myself. It's what I look like. I can't really change what I look like. Yeah. Most importantly, more people are seeing me, especially in everyday life, than I actually see myself. Okay. And usually I'm reading the comments when I do look at the screen. What's up, boss? Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Carol. You know, we're only going to be in here for 10, 20 more minutes. Yeah. What you call tweaking may be the love of God. May be the happiest man you've ever seen. May be the most logical man you've ever seen. May make the most sense to you. Thank you, Renee Medlin. I hope it impacts your life in some way, a positive way, and you can take it and spread your love. We all have this love inside of us. If you just allow it, then it just spreads out of you. The problem with most people, that is the problem, they don't allow it. Yeah. Thank you, Exer, or how do you say that? Axo. Thank you, Steve. Hey. Yeah, we're gonna be in here for like another 10 or 20 minutes. Did I get smoked by my... No, I didn't. Thanks for asking. Hey, Will. Taking the doggy for a walk. Doggy loves you for that. Congratulations on your baby. Yeah. Yeah, your father was real nice when I talked to him.
He's a nice guy. We're all excited.
Yeah. I thought he was like a good friend. I didn't know. He's really cool though. Yeah. I'm glad I got to meet him. Yeah. Yeah. We're always watching ourselves. It's Randy Marsh. It's about if you feel God or not. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. See you later, Leaf. and a judge of Israel. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Terrific. Nice to see you here, Falcon. You don't look like you're high. Yeah, because I'm not. Yeah, and I've never done anything like that. Simply, I've never thought about doing anything like that. And if I did, if I had interest, I would have already went and done it. I've always done what interests me. But I would say maybe few things actually called me to go do them. Yeah. It wasn't because of peer pressure or because society's forms. It was outside of that. Yeah, my nose is kind of running a little. But yeah, I just did stuff that called me. I pretty much always done this. Yeah, but I appreciate you, Renee Medlin. I didn't mean you're funny in a bad way. Not sure what that means. Yeah. Demons can only hide in weak and feeble people. People. Someone who has a divine will and a strong mindset. You just can't get there. Someone who's happy or positive, you're not going to run into these things. Thank you, Steve. My hair? Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite time to be outside is in the morning. I mean, I like being out all day. But I sometimes I like it when not too many people are out. Oh, that's nice. PV223. A beautiful face needs some space. I never heard of that. What's up, boss? Good morning. If any of you guys have like any last things you want to go over or discuss, we can definitely do it for like the last 10 15 minutes. Thank you, Christian Bridges. Before the sun rises and after the sun sets. Yeah. The middle of the day, they say that's when people do the most devilish acts. It's just like the hardest part of the day, basically. Yeah. Nighttime, people naturally reflect on the day through their mind. They may get emotional at nighttime. So, people settle down. If someone's angry, by nighttime, you'll see they'll calm down usually. Yeah, because the sun can be fierce. It can make you aggressive too. teaches a hierarchy in the kingdom, Maximus. Well, what is that hierarchy? Yeah, I've heard of Activision. That's like Tony Hawk skateboarding. It's real old. Hello, Alf. Does an octopus only live for 2 years? Hello, Moose, Emil, Joel. What am I doing today, sick dog? Well, this is the best part and the most infamous, joyful part of my day. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm probably going to get something to eat after this. Yeah. I've actually not thought about it at all. I have to figure out some other things, so. But this was first. Oh, I'm going to be helping. I have to drive one of my family members to the store right after this. I have to clean the chicken coops, feed the birds. Yeah. I think I just have to do laundry real quick. Yeah. Maybe shoot some videos. Yeah. Nothing too big today. Yeah, I may go get some more raw milk. Yeah. But today there's nothing that was really planned actually, other than this. It's a good question. All hail asparagus? Hello, England, till I die. Why you not feed the animals? Why would I have a OnlyFans to make money? I don't. I mean, I'm probably going to learn some stuff today. I usually learn stuff every day. Respond to comments, emails. If I have to go Instacart, I may go Instacart. But that's probably going to be coming to an end. So, yeah. So respond to emails and comments. Today's basically just normal things, it's not. Usually there is like some like crazy things I do, but again, my body's messed up. And stuff was supposed to happen with people and it didn't happen out of my control. So I'm just going with the flow. Yeah. But more importantly, my body's messed up, so I'm limited in the things that I can do. That game had the very first Easter egg. Oh yeah, I mean I love playing Tony Hawk, like Pro Skater and Underground. We used to play those all the time. And I did say I'm going to feed the animals. I've never played the Atari. I'm from the United States of America. We'll be going places next year. Maximus, I don't know if you're talking to me. The other day, I'm pretty sure you're being real nice to me. I don't know why you're coming in here and saying here the complete opposite, but that's fine. I'm the least laziest person you ever know. I'm the most productive person you'll ever meet. I've always been this way. And second of all, you're just calling me a sloth, but you don't even know anything. How's it going? Where I hope to go? Oh, I'm going to be spreading love and holding events. I hope to go to every place in the world. Not for me to travel and see things necessarily. It's for to spread love and to raise happiness. Do you know pigeons work for the CIA? Well, I'm not sure that they're getting like a pension. Everything I talked about was truth today. Yeah, I'm gonna travel the whole world. What was funny, Falcon? And I'm pretty sure that was you who was talking about the purple skies and how the world used to be. But yeah, I'll need a passport, but I mean, pretty much everyone does. I never denied Jesus. When have I ever said that? Thank you, Willow and Neil. You're awesome too. Everybody's awesome in their own way. Yuri Vanguard. Yeah, everywhere that you see you're seeing it from the inside. Everything you feel, all your thoughts. You think you're getting a trigger from the outside. You think you're getting a stimuli. But when you have sex, you feel it on the inside. We're all aiming to feel the best from within. You have dreams on the inside. Everything you eat and drink inside. Yeah. I've never had nothing happen outside of me. And pretty much neither has anyone else. The outside world is the real illusion. Hold of events. Yes. Hi from Maiko. They're listening to your conversations. Who? I'm listening to my own conversations. And so is God. Okay? Everyone else in that is just either there or it simply doesn't matter. You're always listening. Most importantly, you're always watching what you do. Doesn't matter if someone else is watching you. How is that going to change what you do? Pigeons persuaded Hitler? Yeah, yeah. Internal peace is what we all want. Yeah, it's definitely true. Once you're peaceful inside, you don't care what anybody says. It doesn't affect you. For you're already at peace. You'll learn not to really care about arguments. That's someone else arguing with themselves. And your belief or whatever you say, it goes against their belief. So it hurts their fragile ego. And therefore, they cause an argument. Yeah. No, I didn't see the pigeon wave at Putin. Yeah, that's been a topic. Paul MC1, are you from there? I don't know if Puerto Rico and Costa Rica. We've been talking about this. I don't know if they're part of the Caribbean. But Caribbean means carnation anyway. That's what it comes back to. Something like a cannibal. But yeah, that's probably one of the places I will go to. And I might even set up a community because that's what I'm ultimately going to be doing. Probably in like Costa Rica. It all depends though, the prices and how available it is for people to get there. Apparently pigeons. Yeah, I want to, where people can live stress-free and find God. And, you know, make a better community. That is true. We all have variety, girl. That's a great thing to witness. See. Read the 5 chapters. Yeah, Mike, you've said this before. That's what you think, Zach? You'll be held accountable for everything. Penguins are listening at the North Pole. Yeah, penguins are kind of like a pigeon. In fact, I actually seen videos of pigeons recently, so that would make sense. Real illusion? Maybe it is. But more so we're pointing people in a direction. Oh, someone donated like $2 or whatever. They donated something and I highly appreciate that. Sorry, but I'm sending it. Love your way. Hope you have the best day of your life. Sorry that I missed that. Yeah, the earth used to be purple. That makes sense. Yeah, I broke out of the video game of GTA 5. Broke out of the screen. I became real life Trevor. Yeah, that's true, Ulf. That's very true what you said about beliefs shoved down your throat. Yeah. That's one thing I don't agree with Christians, and whether you consider me a Christian and I do believe in Jesus, more importantly, I feel him, is that you can't ostracize other people, such as the Buddha, such as the Native Americans. You can't talk derogatory towards them and act as if you're superior than everybody else. I don't agree with that, and that's not a teaching of Jesus. But a lot of Christians do that. Yeah, we can't. You can't whack other people down. That's goes against the whole thing. Thank you, Impulsive Alien. God bless you. Ben Duver. There's nowhere to hide. Yeah, because you can't hide from God. And hiding just means usually you're in a state of fear. Yeah. Again, we all live and we learn. He is the way of life, truth, Islam. Yeah, but Maximus, do you hate these people? Yeah, spiritual ego is quite a thing. I know I'm guilty of it. Yeah, it happens. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with anything you ever did. Just shifting your perspective, seeing it from a better perspective, which you can do at any time. And yeah, seeing other people's perspectives too. Nothing wrong to see how someone else thinks. Yeah. We're all here just to help each other, guide each other. That is true, Mike. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're about to end this, so yeah, a lot of again, we're just going through life to be the best we can be. Everything is happening for us. Yeah. There's no one better than us. There's no one smarter than us. That's just comparing in the mind. Yeah, Yoda was 900 years old. We talked about what's the point, the significance of living long. The whole point of life is to find God. And the more longer you live, the more chance through wisdom and time / experience, you have a more chance to realize God. Yeah. Because this is the goal of life. Not necessarily to live long. It's to find what the truth of reality and what it's all about. You don't know how showers work, Meto? So now you come out and show your true colors. And there's definitely people that are smarter than other people. You miss the whole message. So I'll say it. That's just something you think. Everybody has something smart to tell you. Hence, a dumb person could think they're smarter than you. Someone could have all the intellect in the world and be unhappy, such as a caveman or a homeless person could be happier than him or her. And saying someone is smarter is just an idea. It's a comparison. Everyone and thing has wisdom to give you. Philip K. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to IQ. It doesn't, as you can tell. IQ is just the test in school is just agreements to other people's agreements that they've had you remember. A book is, the book is just a guide. You feel right is wrong, Mike, through your intuition, because God is always with you, even before the book. He feels right and wrong, or you can call it life. Life is always looking and watching out for you. Such, you know all of reality because you're in it. You're existing a part of it. Yeah, someone called me Diocene, the guy with the lamp. from Greek philosophy. Yeah, God is always guiding us towards what is right. The mind just guesses. And it always thinks about itself. Most people, they don't have a clue what's going on in the world around them, what's happening right in front of them, because they're so caught up in their mind. Me, me, me. Evil is just what makes you feel bad. Thoughts, if it makes you feel bad, change it. And it's also a false belief. A lot of times we just have false ideas that we don't like them because they're not true. Yeah. So we don't have to pay attention to it anymore. We're put here, Mike, to find life and to feel the life we are. to get out of the material, to get out of the mind. Yeah. Yeah, there's wisdom from everywhere in the world, from a tree, from a homeless guy, even beyond religions and texts. There's wisdom written in the stars, constellations in the North Star. Yeah. There's religion. I mean, there's wisdom in tribes, villages, and more importantly, the Bible and even certain scriptures. They don't tell you how to make bread. They don't tell you how to make a house. So in a sense, we have to learn that from somebody, and we have to follow somebody. Yeah. I'm not your teacher nor your country. Not mining any data. I'm not really trying to give you data. I simply want you to feel your life and become happy. Yeah, if I was trying to give you data, well, I wouldn't be talking about this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you'd rather bring people up in Pulsavalian than bring them down. It's when you bring them down, you're feeling negative. Therefore, you're just expressing your negativity and you're creating more negativity, which will eventually be a problem. When you lift people up, then you're already feeling good and you make the world feel good. My next question is uh well yeah, some of those people that may have not had the best interests when they did that, Mike. So, and it has been edited. It was also from a different time period, and words meant a different thing. So I completely agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, no religion should bring you down. And no religion should be trying to control or kill somebody else. Like that's I don't what are the 10 commandments? Yeah, it's basically if you steal off of someone, someone's going to steal off of you eventually, but you're going to be mad about it. So, what do you think about Halloween? No, I believe a lot of people are invested in Halloween. So regardless of the true reason it's there, it's so many people believe in it, it makes it real. I don't believe it's a bad thing. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see, unless it makes me feel bad, then I don't want to participate, which is okay. That's our guide. But Halloween, yeah, it's not really a bad thing. Yeah. A bunch of kids eating candy, you know, it could not be the best thing. If it was like a healthy candy, then I guess so. Yeah. I don't see it as a bad thing though. That's just your projection, a lover. You can project whatever you want to the whole world at any time. It's not feelings. It's not a feeling. It's your fundamental intuition that tells you what is right. It's always there. It's always leading you. It's outside of the mind. I'm not talking about feelings or emotions. Those are nowhere near to the feel of God itself. In fact, they're all just trying to bring you there. Yeah. God is always guiding you, or you could say the life of reality is guiding you. It's called your sixth sense, and it's metaphysical. It has nothing to do with the emotions. It's above. I'll see all you guys though. I love all you guys. And I appreciate all the comments and everybody's perspective. God bless you all. Thank you all for being here. Mia, Mitten. Someone else could have answered that. I don't know. It's different in every part, but more for it's your state of being. Yeah. If you're peaceful, then everything outside of you is peaceful because you're innerly perceiving that. And if you're happy, nothing affects you. Yeah. But we're leaving this anyway, so God bless you all. Yeah. Thank you, Off. Falcon. I hope all your sourness turns sweet and all your hate flowers to love. And anybody that keeps spamming other people, you will be banned from my YouTube channel completely. We had to do this last couple of days.